Senator Bernie Sanders and Senator Jeff Merkley are among a handful of senators who are coming out against the Biden-McCarthy debt ceiling deal. Senator Merkley joins me now. Senator, thank you very much for being with us.
You bet. Good to be with you.
Tell me your objections. Why is the president wrong? Leader Schumer, 165 House Democrats, including several Oregon Democrats, Democratic members of Congress. Why are they wrong about this?
Yeah, there are three big problems with this bill. The first is that what the president has done is to lock in a cycle of hostage-taking on future debt ceiling votes by not holding out any of the possible executive actions he could have taken. The second is that this doesn't fit with what Americans are telling us across the country or Oregonians back home. I've held more than 24 town halls since January. People are raising, we need help with mental health, we need help taking on fentanyl, we need help with affordable housing. And all of those programs will be diminished by this deal. And then furthermore, this is a climate catastrophe. This bill proceeds to set a couple precedents that are really terrible for the future. One of those is that by legislation, we will exempt massive projects from any form of environmental accountability. The second is, if a powerful corporation wants their venue moved for the courts, we will move it for them. Never been done before. It's a huge attack on the integrity of our judiciary. And third of all, they changed a whole series of words that are in our bedrock environmental laws, allowing things now, for example, like corporations to write their own environmental impact statements and to do things of that nature, change the standard for data and science that needs to be brought to bear. So that damage will be with us far into the future on all kinds of projects.
Of course, the president's argument is that he at least protected the climate some of the climate initiatives from the IRA, which would have been removed completely if the House bill had won the day. So,
but the House bill was never a threat of any kind. It had no chance in the Senate. So that's a side piece. We can set that one out.
Well, at least that was the bottom line, the going-in argument for House Republican caucus. So does the president deserve some credit for having moved it more in the direction of where Democrats felt that they could live with it, many other Democrats at least?
The president approached this with a vision that there were two windows. One is the Republicans run the economy off the cliff, or second of all, that he accept a whole series of proposals out of sync with the Democratic Party. He's claiming victory by diminishing the size of those impacts that are out of sync with our party. But nonetheless, it was all measures that came out of the Republican agenda. This was not a negotiation where you say, hey, for example, the biggest contributor to our deficits were the Bush tax cuts and the Trump tax cuts, and therefore some of addressing the deficit has to come from tax fairness. That did not happen. Nothing out of our side. It was all out of fundamental programs that are going to affect the very foundations for families to thrive with health care, housing, and education.
I want to ask you about your feelings about the executive actions he could have taken. I guess you're referring to the 14th Amendment, but wouldn't it likely have taken so long to get through the courts that you would have blown past the default deadline, and that could have created a recession, joblessness, a lot of other, terrible consequences that you and others would, all of us would have hated to have seen?
Well, the president could have acted far earlier, but he also had probably a better tool even in the ability to mint under the 1997 law and deposit funds into the Federal Reserve, which can be done on very short notice and, from all counts, far more immune to potential challenge by the Supreme Court.
Senator, you assume that this is going to pass despite your objections?
Yes, it's going to pass. Obviously, we saw what happened in the House. Members are very afraid of attack ads. But what we end up doing, and this great irony, is the majority of the votes are coming from Democrats for an agenda that is the Republican agenda. Even Republicans are scratching their heads over how this came to be. And it really comes from Democrats wanting to back up the president. And I certainly have that instinct most of the time. But this time, because of the significant impact on everything my constituents in Oregon, across my state, are saying they need, and this undermines that, in addition, the significant impact of these precedents on fighting climate, which is the biggest issue facing humanity, I cannot let it go.
Well, I really appreciate your being with us today, Senator. it's an important point of view. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Andrea.